NERDSoul.
I hated Bakugo for the longest because I just thought he was such a typical sad. Sorry, for the curse.
He was such an anime trope. I mean, he still kind of is.
I
mean,
give him
he's
credit.
clearly Vegeta. He's clearly
finally grew up this season. The last two is like, all right, thank you. You're finally growing up, man. Like he assessed the danger level, and you're like, all right, I do want to beat Deku under my own power, but yeah, I gotta be a hero. Like I love that he grasped the concept of All Might is my inspiration, and I'm going to rock this to the end, and I'm going to show you how I'm gonna be a hero my way, and I'm gonna work with Deku. And he's finally I finally love that, the recent episode, how he's like, he got it. It's like, okay, I can finally let some of my hatred for Bakugo go. But it's just Bakugo fans, man.
I was always a fan of Bakugo. Now, granted, maybe because I read the manga at the time, and knew some of the things, but also even in his earlier stages, I mean, it just left so much room for development. I'm like, you knew that he was going to be like the rival or the second fiddle or whatever you want to call it. So I knew he wasn't going to be ignored by the writers. I'm like, they're going to have to do something with this kid, right? So, I took him with his flaws because, like I said earlier in the session, I appreciate seeing some of those obvious flaws, but I didn't hate him. I didn't even dislike him. I disliked Deku at the time for the reasons Bakugo did, in fact. So I could see where he was coming from, his frustration. We've had this conversation before, Keith. But
Deku did nothing wrong. He was just writing notes.
It's not an issue of right and wrong. It's an issue of perspective.
The perspective is wrong.
No, it's not. That's not a proper way of thinking about it, man.
Fine,
because I'm not talking about back when he was putting his face in the dirt. That's not what when they were like toddlers. I'm not talking about that.
I'm talking about up to high school when they started high school.
That's what I'm talking about, is that he was frustrated because he's been out here grinding even since he was a kid. He's been out here grinding, and he's seeing something because he didn't know the story of everything. He's seeing something as something being potentially handed to somebody, and all of a sudden now I'm going to be as good as you. And he's been.
I give another perspective on that perspective, and I ain't gonna say you wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for saying wrong. I think this is what made me hate Bakugo more. He, to me, has been handed everything. He's been given a God-level quirk. He does know how to use it. He has two parents. He's had his butt kissed his whole life. He don't have to.
That's not true at all.
No.
Don't.
I'm talking about what the heck. I don't care what the book shows. No, this boy has been good.
That's not true, Keith.
He has two parents.
What does him having two parents got to do with anything? That's just how you're
parents
born.
have a
That's
real
not
good
fair.
marriage.
I'm talking about the power here, man. Everybody around him is basically saying you would be better off being a villain. Your attitude and the way you go about stuff, we don't trust you.
My perspective, this is why I hate Bakugo.
You can't bring the fact that he has two parents and
no. Because
he's got two parents. And his name is Clarence, and they have a very good marriage.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna throw that in there because this dude.
Well, I'm not gonna really argue that point because you're bringing in stuff that I feel like is unraiain't their livelihood is not a reason to hate someone. It's not like he was.
My perspective of Bakugo, I'm saying for me, I ain't saying everybody gotta have this perspective. I'm saying he had everything. He took his power and chose to abuse it and pick on a dude who's basically handicapped.
Once again, you're talking about. We said we weren't talking about when they were toddlers. We're talking about when they were high school. No. You didn't do any of that when they were in high school.
No. He was picking on him picking on that boy when they were going up to high school.
He was.
He admits that's what I'm saying. His starting point, he has developed, right? So I'm talking about when he goes to UA and he finds out that this guy comes to UA too, and it's like basically I'm scared. Oh my God, my dog. See, Mina, you got my dog all riled up.
Got the dog.
Riled up. But I'm just saying, Bakugo got everything. Deku, yes, he got the quirk, but his quirk is tearing his body up.
I don't think handed to is the right. I don't think handed to is the right phrase because you're insinuating that he just got everything on a silver platter. That's just not facts.
A better situation.
Yeah, he was born
training and practicing, and there's flashbacks proving that he was training and practicing.
Yeah, but he was already born with the quirk.
Deku was given a quirk that could have killed him, though.
But that was the quirk. See, now you're going to get into extra stuff. And this isn't on Deku. This is where I'm trying not to be too loud because there's someone here in the room that has not heard this. But that falls on All Might at that point. Because if I'm going to be real, and I have no hate against Deku or anything, that power should have not gone to Deku. Period. There was already someone there that was prepared to take on the mantle, who also has been working hard.
I give that. Muriel was a good.
All Might should have not, and I'm not hating Deku for that. I'm not like, Deku's a blah blah blah. I'm just saying that
Amelia would be good. I like Amelia.
Objectively for the world, since this is such a huge power that no one's supposed to know about, we're supposed to make sure we take good care. And this is, you should have put it to someone's body that could have taken it and would have helped him. You know what I mean? So Deku, that power's not meant to be in his body, but whose fault was that?
All Might. Right. That's All Might. That's an oversight. Like, I love All Might, but all right, I'll give you that. In one comparison, Amelia would have been a better choice in reality. I'd probably be like, why the hell are you giving this to Deku? Give it to Amelia.
All right, so
he was on his way around the corner, man, to give it.
Yeah, all right, I'll give it to Muriel. Muriel probably should have had it, but here's why I'm cool with Deku getting it, and why I kind of side-eye back Kacchan, Bakugo, whoever, a little bit. All right, so yes, he was born with a dope power, so that was given to him. Now, through training and stuff, of course, he had to hone it, but after honing it, he could have used his ability, his power, his status to not crap on people below him, even up until the point of going into school, but he didn't. He still crapped on people. Now, Deku, someone who had no ability, this is basically where they kind of bite off of like a lot of other older tropes, even Captain America to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? You take the scrawny guy that has all the heart, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, oh, so that's the, you know what I'm saying? Because even without the power, he still exhibits, heroism. So, I mean, yeah, they kind of do the Captain America thing with him. But after he gets this power that puts him above where Kacchan is at the time, you never see Deku sun him. Like, he never suns him. You never see him like, aha, in your face, player, aha.
Not to be fair,
he never even tries to shine on him.
There is a scene where he does keep going back and forth and says, well, I'm going to be better, and I'm going to do that too. And
that's just confidence building.
Like, shut up. So, I mean,
that's basic competition. That's not... Attitude. That's basic competition. That's not like teasing.
He's got shonen protagonist energy. He's going to be like that at times. He can't help that. It's just not my flavor.